When it comes to building a successful and well-known personal brand, logos have the opportunity to help you build something that people can easily recognize. But is your homemade logo enough to actually lead you to success? Hey guys, welcome to Creative, where we help athletes, sports marketers, and athletic business owners learn how to build those lasting legacies beyond the game. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, we talk about solutions that can truly change the business of sports. Today, we'll be discussing the importance of getting a personal branding logo from professional designers and brand artists. We'd love for you to tackle that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything in the future. It's true that visuals matter in terms of branding. As a matter of fact, logos and colors are some of the few things that people easily recall about a brand. Yes, it's important for a brand to have a catchy name, but having a logo that people actually remember and is pretty iconic is important. Creating a logo that's unforgettable and that represents your brand well is difficult, especially if you're new to the whole activity of design. Today, we'll explore why having a professional branded logo matters to the success of your brand. So let's talk about 5 reasons why professionally done logos matter in today's industry. Over the recent years, we saw platforms like Canva and other logo makers become popular. With several templates to choose from and easy to navigate tools, it's no wonder most companies and budding brands choose to go the easy way instead of finding an actual designer or branding agency that will help them build a professional, well-rounded logo. Sure, it helps you save more money now when you're doing it yourself, but is that really worth it? So here are 5 reasons why it's important that you invest in a professionally designed, personal branded logo. Number 1, it reveals your identity. Recent studies have revealed that most consumers only remember the logos of their favorite brands. With such busy lives, it's hard for them to retain specific information regarding their favorite products or services. Normally, they would only remember these brands by the symbols in their colors, meaning that if you were to create a logo for your brand, it should be able to efficiently and fully represent what your brand stands for. Now, it's hard to create and develop a logo that summarizes an entire business into its design, especially if you're unaware of the psychology of color, shapes, and structures. See, what these logo creators and builders don't tell their users, there's meaning to every shade and every shape of the logo. The structure of the symbol alone can affect how people perceive your brand. With the right colors and the right design, you can develop a symbol that represents your entire identity. But the thing is, the psychology of colors and structure is something that you learn over time, not overnight. Logo designers have learned how to put meaning into color schemes and logo designs after years of working with various clients from different industries. If you think that this is something that your run-down-the-mill logo creator can't provide, then maybe it's time for you to think about hiring someone that actually knows what they're doing. Number 2, you really want to ensure that uniqueness. If you're wondering how logo makers and builders are able to produce numerous and seemingly different logos in such a short time, it's because everything that they use is templated. Templates are pre-formatted or fixed patterns that speed up the entire process of creating and developing these so-called logos. This means that when you choose a specific pattern of a logo to work on, it already comes with a set number of shapes, fonts, or other assets that are pre-generated. You don't really get control over the small details or target your end user, as the platform limits what you can do besides dragging and dropping these things. Should there be a certain color or shape that you think doesn't go well with your brand's identity, there's no way of really removing it completely. You either accept that template as it is, or you find another one that you think best fits your brand, ultimately leaving you with no other choice but to forgo that uniqueness. See, designers normally start with a blank canvas. They speak with their clients to get to know the brand and start building from there. There's no fixed pattern limiting them to certain colors or fonts, nor is there any limit to how they can manipulate the design itself. And when you have this much creative freedom in your hands, you can definitely secure a unique brand and logo. Number 3, there's nothing like that creative personality to build your strategy. Some of the most iconic logos in the market today come with that aha moment. These small simplistic features may seem like they don't mean much, but they can easily help your brand stand out subconsciously amongst your competition. Unfortunately, only a handful of online builders allow you to add any sort of custom feature like this. Like we've mentioned earlier, if you stick with the templated pattern, chances are you won't be able to add anything really custom to it. And even if you start from a blank slate, there's no way of knowing just how many features the platform have unless you've already worked on that actual brand itself. This means that if the logo you come up with is too generic for your taste, you've probably already wasted more time than you plan to. As the saying goes, nothing comes easy. Great symbols that stand the test of time are not created overnight. Because the moment you take a shortcut, there's no guaranteeing your brand will be a success. Number 4, the inexperience of not understanding copyright or trademark laws. Copyright and trademarks are one of those crucial elements in a business that leaves most new business owners looking dazed and confused. And if you think that free logo makers will help you make sense of it all, you're definitely wrong on that one. Brands who create their own logos will have to take charge of getting the copyright and trademark that is needed for their said brand. This means that they have to go through the United States Patent and Trademark Office to get it registered. And the paperwork doesn't end there. You also need to secure your trademark from a legal standpoint, along with any other intellectual assets or materials that you want to be copyrighted. Copyright law in itself is an entirely different matter as well. This means that besides the actual paperwork that you need to get done for trademarking your logo, you also have to worry about the copyright. Ultimately, copyrights and trademarks are areas that require great expertise. You need someone well versed in the laws of intellectual property in the US or the country you reside in. And we're pretty sure most free platforms don't offer these kinds of help. Number 5, overall, the lack of expertise. You're not a designer. You shouldn't act like one. Besides knowledge on copyright and trademarks, you also need the help of professionals if you really want to create that brand that stands the test of time. The problem with developing a logo on your own is that your ideas are automatically limited to yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just there's no one else offering you new perspective to your actual problems. But when you work with an actual designer or brand developer, you get the chance to go through various brainstorming with them until you come up with that best design that really fits your brand language and your overall target market. Additionally, most design teams take care of all that hard work that needs to be done on their logo. They'll be the ones to sketch out the designs, pick the color schemes, and test the fonts with their expertise before you even get some of these examples for conceptualization. Clients get to sit back and help out during the conceptualization stage of the process. And once the finalized designs are done, all you need to do is improve them. You no longer have to worry about the psychology of your logo and its color schemes when you have an entire team of designers working on them. There's a reason why most brands choose to work on free logo makers. There's a time and the place. But instead of investing on actual designers, they think they'll be able to save more time and money. When the truth of the matter is, that assumption will only limit them to what they can actually do. Yes, most logo builders offer free services, but oftentimes it's because there are hidden charges that end users need to pay for before they actually get that logo. At the end of the day, you're still paying for a mediocre logo that won't do much of a favor when actually used. So instead of just paying for low quality services, why not go for something actually worth the investment? If you want to learn more about the importance of design to your personal brand, make sure to check out the rest of our videos on branding. We hope you guys loved today's video, and if you want to learn more about the great solutions that can truly change the game, don't forget to subscribe and tackle that like button. Now this is Zach with Creative, where business is our sport.